Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Ironman progress video. So in the last few episodes, I've pretty much only worked on Slayer or some sort of bosses that I wanted to go ahead and kill, get some upgrades. But like I said at the end of last episode, we're going to start working towards getting this quest cape finally. And that means doing Mourner's End Part 2. Luckily, I now have the Death Talisman instead of having to do the typical Ironman way of turning in 50 items. But along with that, we're going to go ahead and start working on some of these extra skilling skills outside of combat and Slayer. So, let's go ahead and get on with the quest. So not even 5 minutes into the quest, and I'm already at the light puzzles. But hopefully I got enough stamina and prayer pots to get me through it, since inventory management won't be fun, and I don't want to go back to bank. But here we go. Didn't really think about it before, but I don't need to have the graceful set on me, since I'm always sipping stamina pots, so I could have just worn the Mourner set, so I wouldn't have had all these inventory issues. And I could have brought more prayer pots, because I got a feeling I'm going to run out here shortly. Alright, and puzzle complete once I go ahead and turn this last pillar. There we go. All 4 pillars should be facing towards the room to get into the death altar. Yep. Just go ahead and pass in here. And, okay. The screen goes black, but I guess I'm still talking to Torgal. I'm not sure why the screen's completely black, because the room should have some light in it, but here we go. Yep. Alright. Got the Death Talisman. I guess I just go ahead and go in here next. Yep. Okay, and then I go use the crystal on the altar here. Need to get 65 rune crafting. Go ahead and make death runes at some point, since it's going to be for a diary, but nonetheless, go ahead and go back here and turn this pillar around. Just in case, for whatever reason, if I need to come back here, you definitely want to have this pillar turn so you can easily get back here, of course. Otherwise, you got to do the light puzzle again. Let's go ahead and turn in the crystal and complete the quest. Here we go. Here's your 1 crystal. Maybe not. Oh, no. So, I have the newly made crystal supposed to turn in, or use this on the black crystal back inside, so back we go. There we go. Went back and used the crystal on the black crystal at the top floor, and this should be the quest complete this time. And let's see. Here we go. Mourner's End Part 2 done. I think that took me about 50 minutes to do in total. About, 45 of it was just the light puzzle alone, which, that just sucks. So there's just not too much story to the quest, where it's just one giant puzzle. But we're going to go ahead and knock out Song of the Elves as well, the next part of the Elven storyline. There we go, and that's the start. So I did this quest while I was on stream. Link is down in the description, by the way. And looking back at the clips afterwards, it took me about 4 hours to complete it, even with the use of a guide. Even though the light puzzle took about 2 hours of that time, it didn't seem so bad, since the mirrors were stackable and nothing was trying to kill me like in Mourner's End Part 2. And coming from somebody who typically just holds down the spacebar throughout the quest, since I've done them all on the main account already at this point, I can say that this was definitely an enjoyable quest to do, at least the first time around. Even the final boss, Saren, had a variety of mechanics throughout the fight, and it made it both challenging and enjoyable. But if you have either blood spells or brews, you should be able to take her out. With all the storyline in this quest, this really could have stood to be its own video, but what I want to focus on is the fun stuff afterwards. So here we go. There we go. Finally, quest complete. 3, 4, 5, 6. 200,000 experience and 8 skills. Not one level, but Hunter's actually close. There we go. So here within Prifddinas, there's so much more content unlocked. Just start from top. The magic shop, I believe that's the best place to buy runes for an Ironman. Right up here is where you have the gauntlet, which I'm not going to get into yet. I have no experience in my other account. But one day, we definitely will get all the pieces there. A sawmill, teak, and mahogany trees right next to it. Fairly easy access to a bank. Farming patches for allotments and flowers. There's an agility course here. There's crystal implings floating around with all kinds of different items that you can get from that. But what I'm going to be focusing on for the most part is going to be, oh, not the mine, Volcano. So that's probably where I'm going to be spending a while now, trying to get all the smithing supplies I can just build up so I can go ahead and increase the smithing level so I can eventually get rune darts, which will be useful for once I get back and doing Slayer and bosses. But since I forgot, there's also another Slayer dungeon down here with some monsters that are in other places as well. But we're going to go ahead and go knock out the Varrock medium diary, since that'll be the best in slot item to get the armor for when doing Volcano. So as you can see, here's just the few items I have left. Nothing difficult at all. So go ahead and knock these out. Alright, that was just short and sweet. Go ahead, rub that, throw it in herb lore, and benefits from the Varrock armor 2. I can get a 10% chance of mining 2 ores up the mithril, 10% chance of smelting bars from 2 ores in Edgeville Furnace. Of course, the lamp and Zaf over here sells 30 battle staffs a day now. I can use the Varrock teleport to go straight to the Grand Exchange now. And the Skull Scepter has increased charges. But the reason we want this is for the mining ores chance, which will let us go ahead and mine additional ammo when in Volcano. And actually, go ahead and show something else I'm going to get working on. I have enough giant seaweed banked for 99 crafting, I believe, but here's all the sand I have. So I'm going to need about 80,000 to 90,000 sand in order to go ahead and use all this. So go ahead and start chipping away out there in the sand prison, essentially. Where are we at? Yep, down here. Going to go ahead and be mining sandstone on and off. Hopefully doesn't get to be too painful, but for now we're going to go ahead and enjoy some Volcano and see how that is. So Volcano is just known to be able to spit out tons of ores, bars, runes. So that's why I want to go ahead and jump into it right now, because there's always been fears of it getting nerfed at some point. So I want to get what I can while the getting's good. Alright, first kill down. Come on, Addy bars. That's what we're looking for here. Alright, Addy ore. That's almost as good. Be more smithing experience, actually. Woohoo! Rune bars. That's big loot right there. Gonna go ahead and hopefully save up plenty of these and make plenty of rune darts eventually. Alright, so from the first 10 Volcano kills, here is the loot I've gotten. I just throw it all in here and see what it's worth. Took me about half hour, maybe slightly more for it. But as you can see, it's averaging over 2 mil an hour. Most of it, of course, with the rune and runite ore, but still pretty damn good. Hey, that's my first MVP. So if you didn't know, when you get MVP, you actually get 2 drops from the drop table. Hopefully we get plenty more. And we finally hit 85 mining, so we can finally go ahead and mine rune whenever we want. So with 200 kills or so on the main and 40 on here, this is actually the first time I've seen somebody get a crystal tool seed. Wish it was mine though. And kill number 100 coming in for Onyx bolt tips. Well, that's pretty good cash right there at least. Hey, my first unique, the Volcano shard, which is gonna go really well with my rune pick, which, if you didn't know, it's actually just the cosmetic for the dragon pickaxe. Go with, I think, 2 other cosmetics that the dragon pickaxe has. Alright, so I finally learned how to safe spot one of the wilderness bosses. Figured I'd give Callisto a shot. I'm not sure which of them is most PK'd, but I know whenever I PK, it's usually at Volcanic. But we're going to go ahead and try to get a dragon pickaxe. See, hopefully if we can't get it soon, if it takes a while, we're going to go ahead and do it probably over the course of at least a few days. Come out here whenever it's not peak time like now, and hope we get lucky. There we go with the first kill. Oh, God. You gotta be kidding me. Yep. And low on food, since it took me a while to figure out how to actually get set up for Callisto. So this one's probably going to be a death. Oh, yep. And here's his buddy right here. But, yeah, out of food already. Go. Go. Yep. Nope. Wasn't getting lucky. At least I'm dropping my potions and I'm going to come back and pick them up since he can't see them. It's not the pickaxe I want. I'm running right through Volcanic. Woohoo! Nope, not today. Alright, I don't think this is working right now. Alright, so just to quickly run you through the setup for Callisto I use, just go ahead, aggro them, run them back, and I have tiles marked throughout, but you'll see one tile with, there it is, the 2 stones. Just run here, wait about 4 seconds, and then run south of this tree stump. So there you go. But you just have to stay to the west of the other tree stump that's north of this. That one. That way you don't de-aggro him, and then you just run up into between the bones. And, well, he can still hit you here, but that attack doesn't do much damage. But now you're safe from Callisto. Hey, finally something decent here. 5 Raynar seeds, that's a pretty good bank. And shout out to my friend Iron Nicky. Got an uncut onyx within his first hour or so of trying out Volcano. Congrats, man. Ah, damn it. It's always when I'm low on supplies that they show up here. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can't get away from this one. I think I gapped him. Oh man. Maybe not. Maybe not. But he didn't hit. There we go. Bye. Oh, alright. Not the item I'm looking for right now, but definitely going to go ahead and take that and bank it because it'll be used for a master clue later on. Holy crap! I got the pet! Whoa! Let me go ahead and pick up this one. Whoa! That is awesome. Go ahead and get this one assured. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say, and that was on 216 kill count. I was wondering what that was in my backpack right there. That is awesome. And that'll be 86 mining. I'm gonna go ahead, take some time, put the last video up online now. Oh, didn't even realize I was getting a 79 smith in here. Haven't paid attention to what experience I've been getting because it seems so few, but I guess over time it's added up now. Alright, so this is going to go ahead and be the end of this episode. End up finishing on 300 Zalcano kill count and a little over 100 Callisto kill count. Still no dragon pick. I do want to come back here to go ahead and get more bars and ores once I get the dragon pickaxe, but it's the weekend and it's at peak time and peak airs are just everywhere right now. But here's what we have gotten so far. As you can see, tons of ore. This will make a great amount of darts, some alchables, cannonballs. Great experience and plenty of gems as well. But even the runes, definitely a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and price check it. It's over 32 mil gain this week, plus all the shards as well, which just alch value alone are 6,000 each. But still have plans to go ahead and get 89 smithing eventually, so I'll have to come back, kill I think another 150, 200 more Zalcano. Plus I still want to keep going. Of course, I want to go ahead and get 99 smithing at some point. And I'm going to need to get it higher for diaries and such. But I want to go ahead and get on to the next thing I want to work on, which is going to be another quest, which is going to get me another upgrade that I'm eventually going to go ahead and use when I get back into combat, raids, and such. But, oh yeah, got a small Kano pet right here. Forgot about him. Did have to go get him back after I died with him, though. But that's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and thank you for watching the video. Hope to see you again in the next one.